Hello and welcome back to our channel, How We Move the Decimal. In today's video, I am photographing 200 slides of scenery, plants. Like I said in previous videos, one of the members of the couple, I'm going to assume the wife because that's very sexist of me, but I'm going to assume the wife was the one that was really obsessed with plants. And they would often take pictures of random rose bush or a tree or something that caught their eye. They were very botanical leaning. I will say when we went to the estate sale and went through the house, they had several master gardener like awards and stuff like that. So maybe that they were taking pictures of it for research, but that's where this goes. 200 slides. Why do I pick 200? 200 fits very nicely in two slide boxes. So 2 slides in one box. So I picked 200 because it's easiest to ship. It has nothing really to do with 200 slides sell more than 100 or 500 doesn't sell as well as 200. 200 is the easiest for me to ship. So that is what I sell them in. I have actually sold several lots of 200 of the random slides. So with this, it's a better way for me to make back money on slides that maybe are considered undesirable by other people, and I pull them out of lots that are considered more desirable. And the ranges in years from 1950s to 1990s. I will say the oldest slides or the youngest slides I have found in this lot. The oldest was in the 40s and the youngest was in the 1993. So I know everything from that lot is between 40 and 93, which is a big gap, but luckily a lot of the slides have the dates stamped in them. We're looking at souvenir slides. Unfortunately, with souvenir slides, they have a tendency to change color, yellow or red. Some of them, though, still have the images that may be desirable to individuals, so I do sell those as a large lot too. I have pulled some souvenir slides out and sold them separately. And those slides are usually like Disney World or Disneyland or something that doesn't exist anymore. And those are what I'd pull out separately. But this is just another 200 lot, another 200 large lot of slides. Again, I use 200 because that is the size that's easy for me to ship. Like I've said in past videos, I just got another large lot of slides and I'm really excited to see what's in them, but September and October are so busy for us, I don't even have time to pull them out because I know it'll be a black hole. Once I pull them out, I will get very involved with them, very caught up into them. So I have not pulled those out yet to even look at them. I know that I recently just photographed a very small lot that my husband had got at an auction, and there was no labelings on those slides whatsoever, and a grand majority of them didn't even have the date stamped in them, which made me realize how spoiled I was with this lot from this estate sale. They had so many slides, and they were meticulously labeled. Either the boxes were labeled or the individual slides were labeled. People took their time to really let me know who it was. I mean, some of the slides even had people's names on it and stuff. So I was very spoiled with this lot. And my little in-between lot had nothing, and they were all mainly the red edged Kodachromes, and the red edged Kodachromes do not have dates stamped in them. And since they don't have dates stamped in them, I don't know when they were. There were very few slides that actually had the date stamped on them, where a lot of the newer Kodachromes have the date stamped on them. The white with the orange corner tend to have the dates stamped on the back, at least month and year. That'll give me some semblance, some idea when it was. But again, that's just when the slide was made. That's not when the picture was taken. So if it took them a long time to get the picture printed, that could be the wrong date on there. It is just when the slide was developed, not when it was taken. So, I mean, we're assuming people get their photos developed fairly quickly after taking them, but some people, could have them not be developed for, 6 months to a year. My husband and I were cleaning out a closet at his parents' house a couple years ago, and we found rolls of undeveloped film, just rolls of it, and there's no place to develop it right now. And we looked all through COVID, all through lockdown, looked for places to mail this off to get developed, and we just couldn't find anywhere. And if you think about it, now with digital and stuff, it's not really an issue. But back when we were getting rolls developed, getting slides developed, this was expensive. And what if you didn't have the money at the time to get it developed? So you put it up until you did have the money to get it developed. And that could have taken forever, or you could have forgot about it. My mom is sad because a lot of, like negatives and stuff can change color if they aren't stored properly, or can lose negatives. So we grew up I grew up in a household where pictures were very common, photo albums all the time. My kids loved to go to my mom's house and look through the photo albums of old pictures of the family and of myself when I was younger. But it's, some people just didn't have the means or opportunity to get those photos developed. So again, with the circling back, now that you followed the breadcrumbs, circling back with the slides, they do have the date stamped in them, but that's the date of the development of the slide, not the date that the picture was taken. So it's a general range. It was taken before blank. And souvenir slides don't have the dates on them. Some do, but most do not have dates on them. Especially the plastic outside ones tend not to have dates on them unless it's a specific date of importance. Then it'll have dates. I did notice that the Disney World slides had dates on them. So it was like 1972 or 75 or whatever it was. There were dates on those slides because those dates were of importance. But general souvenir slides, the dates, if they are not of importance, they don't have that, they don't tend to stamp that date on those slides. The recent lot I went through had this lot. I actually found another random box. I thought I had them all done, all taken care of, and we were cleaning out our shelves in our great room that we use for climate control storage, which I store all of my slides in climate control. They don't do well in high fluctuations or high humidity. So we have a dehumidifier in our finished basement and several shelves that we put things that need to be constant climate controlled on that we sell, and we have our slides on that. And I was moving stuff around on the shelves to clear up more space, to add more room for more stuff that needs to be in climate control, and regain my fireplace because tubs have started to spread. They've started to spread out in front of the fireplace, and it's fall here. Today's the first day of fall when I'm doing this voiceover, and we want to be able to get to the fireplace and use it this winter. I don't know where you guys are, but we can get like severe heavy winters, and if we lose power or something, we have a fireplace downstairs that we like to use to keep us warm, and we've got a whole like finished part of that basement with a bed and everything in there. So if we do lose power for extended period of time, we can use the fireplace to heat us up as a family and keep us downstairs and warm. So we need to get to the fireplace, which we, from all of our recent auction buys and stuff, have just been putting the tubs out there in front of it, which could cause an issue, and we need to be able to have access to the fireplace. So I was moving stuff around, and I found a shoebox that had boxes of slides in it that I had totally forgot that needed to go with this lot, but they ended up going with the smaller lot that my husband got at an auction because I didn't realize they were there. So, and I'm worried I'm worried the more we clean, the more I'm going to find slides, because slide boxes are small and we got such a large lot and it's been moved all around that I'm going to find more slides. So I'm hoping I don't, but where I was going with this is I found several unopened souvenir slides, and they were in like plastic sleeves, and they were stapled and they'd never been opened, and every single one of them had molded. I didn't even open the plastic sleeves. I just threw it all away. And I don't know if they molded pre my basement, post my basement, but it was not pretty. Moisture was obviously sealed into the package at some point, or the package was perforated. So, but it was an unpleasant surprise. And I searched through all the other slides, and it doesn't look like the mold got out of the package, which I don't know how that is possible, but I just threw those away. You don't open mold in your house. If a container has mold in it, just throw it away. You don't want to risk the spores getting out and getting into your house. So I threw those away. And unfortunately, this is not the first time we've gotten stuff home and found something icky. So mold, not the worst thing we found. Not the best, but not the worst thing we found. I'm always very wary of like bringing bed bugs or cockroaches or anything into our house, because cockroach eggs are so small you wouldn't be able to tell that they're there. So I'm always wary of that when I go like to the bins and stuff and get clothing.